Professor Gilligan G. Gilroy, and I've spent my life travelling far beyond our world. I've explored the verdant wilds of the Phalanx and the distant deeps of the Underdark, but I've yet to find a place as beautiful as the heavens. Here, I have ridden alongside Valkyries, stood before a seraph and chased cherubs through the clouds, but there is still so much to explore. It is my hope, dear reader, that when you pick up this book, you will be inspired to join me in the Celestial Realm, and that together, we can unlock the heavens.
Hello. It is I. Me. Hello. Okay. I'm just going to pull this down. I need to clear my throat. Hang on. Throat cleared. Let me grab some music real quick. Oh. There we are. Okay, right. Pressed all the wrong buttons. Okay, we're starting an experimental project today. I say that the Mystic was very experimental as well, and I think it went wonderfully, because the Mystic is ridiculous, and I adore it. It's very stupid. This is a little simpler in concept, but is also much more spontaneous, as it were. I have had an Astromancer class in my home game for as long as I have been playing 5th edition. It has gone through 3 complete revisions. 2 complete revisions. It's on version 3, that's what I meant. I'm still not happy with it, like at all. You know, it's the kind of thing where you make it and it sucks, because basically one of the first things you've ever made is just bad. I made it again, and it was better. Still wasn't very good. I made it again. It was much better. Still not great. Still not where well, the current version's probably okay, but I'm not happy with it. So we're starting again, and we're going for a completely different angle this time. I've killed a lot of my darlings with it. The subclasses, as much as I liked them, are going in the bin. And it's a full caster now, which I think is going to be a very interesting design experiment. Because I like Bladesinger on principle, but in practice I don't. For a number of reasons, mostly because Wizard is like a super clean class, just being the 8 schools and nothing more. I think that's super clean. Like, none of the other wizard subclasses justify their existence in my eye, except maybe Bladesinger. And like, Wizard is already good enough. It doesn't need like one of the best subclasses in the game just taped onto it again. It's already got 2 of them. So I just held up 3 fingers. 2 of them. It's got Abjuration and Divination, which are both insane. Divination Wizard is an optimizer's fucking dream. And Abjuration is both very, very good and also probably one of the most fun subclasses in the game. I say that Divination's also pretty fun, but like it is an optimizer's baby, as it were. You can make people not have very much fun as a Divination Wizard, specifically your DM. Right. So the concept of the Astromancer is basically very similar to the Bladesinger. It is a martial that is a full caster, and those things blend together much better than you would think they do. I've also not put in enough columns because this subclass needs cantrips, because we are not making a class, a martial full caster that doesn't have access to all the blade spells. I'm not doing that. Like, we are not doing them dirty like that. Fuck, I gotta make it smaller. This is the one problem with making full casters on Word, is you gotta make this fucking thing tiny. Really, I don't need to put this here. It's a full caster. This doesn't need to be here because scaling is indifferent. I'm not gonna bother filling that out. I'm not gonna waste my time. But yeah, this first stream is basically going to be ironing out like the very bare bones of what we've got and what I want to do and what I want to work with. Old shit I want to keep, new stuff I want to axe. The current version of Astromancer has a lot of cool abilities. It's just they don't really mesh together. Main stat, intelligence. Because there are 2 charisma fullcasters, 3 charisma fullcasters, I can't count. There's 2 wisdom fullcasters, and there's 1 intelligence fullcaster. The 2 wisdom fullcasters play very similarly, like cleric and druid are 2 sides of the same utility-heavy coin, as far as I'm concerned. They both are capable of doing very different things, and in my eye, druid is 10 times more interesting, but like, they play very similarly. Sorcerer and warlock are the weird, like, casters, because they both have the capacity to be complete dog shit or super broken, and also just so happen to work insanely well together. And then bard is the secret top tier class, which is amazing. And then you've got wizard, which is just generically the best class in the entire fucking game. And wizard does everything. And the one thing it can do is a blade singer. I mean, yeah, it gets 9th level. Like by the definition of gets 9th level spells, warlock is a full caster. You can certainly, it plays differently. It's you know, like, for all if I was going to classify it as a half caster or as a full caster, I would classify it as a full caster over anything else. But that aside, I need to drink some water. I've been talking too much. Now I need to clear my throat. Fuck. So, the original class has a whole bunch of cool abilities, none of which mesh, like at all. It has a cool dash ability. It has a bunch of special sword moves that it can do. You can fuck with spellcasters with one of its core abilities. Like, it's got all of this weird stuff, all of the subclasses based on the different celestial bodies. You've got study of the moon, study of the nebula, study of the planets, study of the stars, study of the sun, study of the void. They're all interesting, but they're super limiting. I kind of want to... I mean, yeah, this is Martial full caster. That's what we're going for. So, astrological study. I may decide to keep the subclasses, but I don't know for sure, you know, like, I don't, like, have a definitive yes or no on whether I'm keeping them or not. Third, I have no idea. I don't know what's going in third. Fifth, we've got extra attack. In the same way the blade singers get extra attack. This is a, to sort of reiterate, this is a class that I have had in my home game in one form or another for as long as I have been playing 5th edition, which is coming up on like 7 years in like a couple months. And in those 7 years, not one person, save one for a very short space of time, has ever played one. Ever. And it's not because it's not interesting, it's not because it's not cool, it just no one has ever played one. And I think it's just because it lacks uniqueness, it lacks allure of like a thing that people just look at and go, I want to play this. And I know it's been on people's list. That much I know. I know there's like a couple people who've been like, oh, I would want to play this, and then they never do. They play other things instead, and that's just kind of how that goes, you know. It just be like that sometimes. I also don't run one shots like ever. Like I don't really like one shots. Tends to be just sort of people play meme characters and that's it. But either way, let's make a start. I think it's head of 5. No, it'd be 4. Oh, it needs to be capitalized, doesn't it? Oh. 8. Should have done this beforehand, but I didn't have a chance. I was busy futzing with Affinity Publisher. I bought it today because it's like 50% off at the moment, and good God, it's a special kind of hell. I hate it. I really need to make a style for this. I actually meant to put that in as a D8. I specifically meant to do that. I think the main thing is a full caster with a D10, definitely pushing it a bit. Like as my main concern. Like if I look at Bladesinger with a D6 and Bladesinger is fine with that D6, like this one does not need a D10, you know. I mean, it just doesn't need it. Like honestly, it just doesn't. Like there's definitely grounds where there like there should be another class that has one realistically, but and I feel like the obvious would be some kind of, you know, tanky alternative to fighter and barbarian. Like that feels like a pretty it feels like a no-brainer really. But even so, armor, light, medium. Oh no, they that's something I'm actually going to do like right now. I'm going to make a new style. Oh, hang on. Armor, weapons. Oh, can't spell. Oh no, it's navigator's tools. Because astrologer. I may end up changing the name of the class to astrologer, honestly, but there is also the possibility, or like the angle that this could be taken in making it so that you don't start as a marshal, but and you spec into being a marshal. Like, that's one of the subclasses, but at that point it's like you're just a fucking wizard, so I think the whole class should stick marshal. Like, we can have different subclasses that care more about casting spells or care more about being marshal specifically, but I think the whole class should be marshal. I think, anyway. So, saving throws. I say we go dexterity, intelligence. That seems you know. I'm going to change the name of this style. Hanging indent. There we go. Saving throws. Skills. Choose 2 from acrobatics, athletics, arcana, perception, religion, and stealth. That's a pretty small list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, barbarian gets a comparable list, so that's not too crazy. Oh, I forgot about equipment. We can probably come back to equipment, but I'll I swear, like a long time ago, I worked out how to change bullet point options. Like, so that the bullet points would indent in the way that I actually want them to, but I do not remember how I did that. Right. Unarmored defense. So we start with that, and then we go on to describe spellcasting. This is going to be annoying and boring, but it is important, so, you know. Flavor text. Can't be asked to write that now. Or do I already have some? Right, cantrips. Because basically you need to have a decent selection of cantrips so that you can choose, you know, Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, and then like a flavor pick, basically. There will be probably some more blade spells that go into this class, and there'll be lots of class-exclusive spells for Astromancer, like lots. But that'll be something to develop later on, realistically. Right, spells known. Their spell is going to be pretty self-explanatory as well. It's going to be mostly druid and wizard spells, like, you know, pretty basic shit. So, spells known, I think we should look at the sorcerer for spells known, because we're not casting spells all the time. We're going to be knowing a handful of spells. I'd say maybe Bard is the thing to look at. Start with 4, 5. We'll go with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do sorcerers get when they get to 5th? There we go. You get one more spell than a sorcerer does, which, you know, is basically code for sorcerers should have more spells. That's the reason they're the worst fullcaster. Like, sorcerer's cool, but man, is it not good compared to all the other fullcasters. You can do a lot with sorcerer, but it's a really, like, you basically have to choose between having a flavorful character and a good character, and that's like the worst kind of feeling, where like you can't flavor pick cantrips you want because you have to pick, you know, I say cantrips, sorcery, like a minute. You can't flavor pick spells you want because you have to pick good spells because you don't get any spells. And it's not like your subclass gives you spells either, unless you're Aberrant Mind or the other one, Clockwork Soul, and Lunar Magic when that gets printed, which is well, it's good shit. I fucking love Lunar Magic Sorcerer. It's so cool. Fuck it, I'm gonna put these in because it's annoying me that this is empty. There we go. Yeah, it is an EM dash that goes in there. Thought so. Is it EM? That might be an EN actually. Yeah, that's an EN dash, not an EM. Oh no, no it is an EM, okay, fair enough. Those must be at the wrong font size. There's no way. Oh yeah, they are at like font size 11, okay, fair enough. They're also in a different font? No, they aren't, okay, right. It's fine, ignore me. I'm just being pedantic about layout. Okay. Spell slots. I mean, the spell slots can literally just be copied from any class, basically. Or any full caster, anyway. The Astromancer table should you I'll probably be taking an early break soon, I think, because I'm fucking starving. I want to go, like, grab something to eat. Honestly, I can just copy this whole section, like, spells known and shit like that. This is just simple. Pretty good. Currently, there's a bit spare at the moment, but I am going in on Astromancer, and yeah, big change. Notably, these. This is very experimental. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but I am intrigued to see what happens with it, at the very, very least. So yeah, welcome in. Currently starting some more class design. Pretty good. Beginning at 2nd level. Oh yeah, that's always been there. I think sometimes I forget to put it in, but it's generally always there. This flavor text doesn't necessarily work if I don't keep the sort of the theme of each subclass is based around one of the celestial bodies, because I think that is limiting, at least on like subclass design. It certainly was when I was designing them originally. I like a lot of the abilities that they have, but I think most of them can pretty easily be translated into, you know, like could just be translated into spells. Quite a lot of them, at least. Right. I am probably going to take a quick break here. I'll be thinking about a few different things, but mostly I'm really hungry. I want to go eat, so I'm going to go do that. I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to start brainstorming specifically what I want the subclasses to be, how I want them to interact, how I want them to be flavored, shit like that. Either way, I'll be back shortly. If you got to head off, that's all good. If not, I'll see you in a minute. I have an idea. Several, in fact. Let me just get this right underway. So. Oh. Instead of choosing a celestial body to be your study, you pick an astrological, like a sign, but not as cringe. I should clear my throat, fuck. And you can use that. Like, your subclass at level 2 is also your core class feature that you weave in and out of, like, everything. Also, the concepts for all the subclasses is the tanky one, the one that is more martial, the one that is more caster, the sneaky one, and the one that comes with a funny little guy. Those all seem pretty basic, but, you know, it's an okay start. Yes, I was the editor on that book. It was a good book. It's got a lot of fun stuff in it. It's a real shame it didn't do super well, because it's a really good book. Yeah, so it's in my other works tab. I was just making sure it was there, and it is. Oh god, I can clear my throat. Fuck. Oh. So my thought would be is that you can manifest your sigil in a way that changes depending on what your subclass is. My main thought is, what does that mean and what does that do? Because I don't know. It's 100% a bot. I'm gonna get that. On an object, on a creature, object, or surface that you can see. as long as it fits within a 1-foot cube. Surface moves. The effect of your sigil is determined by the power of your sigil. Nice. Existing is pretty. Is I don't know. It's pretty alright. Can be a little overrated at times, but you know, it's just how it is. I can reach out. You can see within 60 feet of you with a sign. When a creature, object, or surface you can see within 60 feet of you. I should probably just go there. This should just be its own ability. You can manifest your sigil. More or less, yeah. You are also a martial full-caster, so you get to do a bunch of spicy stuff. Uses when you complete a long rest. That's something we can do to help make this look a little less barren. Is that, and then we can also do this and mark off some of these levels as no-goes. I say some of them, basically all of them. That's generally how full casters scale. Not exclusively, but it is generally how they scale. Ability score improvement. Right. Potentially, yeah. I'll say it's a working title for now, but it's the first thing that came to my head. Right. Let's go grab that Blade Singer extra attack. When you do so, the casting, I don't like the Blade Singer wording. It's kind of weird. Moreover, you can replace one attack you make as part of the attack action with the casting of one of your cantrips. When you reach 10th level, this is definitely going to get red text because this is an incredibly powerful ability, but I'm going to keep it there for now. I think probably the best way to go about this at the moment is to look specifically at what the sigils are all going to do, and then we can start thinking about what the third level feature is going to be. Because they need something at third level. Like, the only full caster that doesn't get something interesting at third is Wizard, and that's because Wizard explicitly does not need it. Correction Druid also gets nothing at third. And neither does Cleric. Fuck. It's kind of gone out of the window, but I still want to try and give them something at third, because not giving them something at third is just kind of boring, honestly. Right. Well, let's try. Again, this is just me spitballing ideas here. Let's try Voidwalker. There's no guarantee that any of these are going to actually get developed at all, including this one. But I just want to try and test what all the sigils can reasonably do. is manifested for 1 minute. Or until it remains for 1 minute, or until it is quashed. Quashed. Or until it is expended by you as a bonus action on subsequent turns. By a dispel magic spell that targets it, or through another Astromancer feature. Right. I'm not going to sort this out now, just because I don't have the time. This is not something I'm focusing on right now. Second, 5th, 9th, 13th. Wait, no. So used to being designing half-casters. Yeah, unless you put spells in this another time. Oh, and you also need to put a subheading here. So, right. You must first make On a miss, you fail to do so. There we go. Right. To slip in and out of space. You can use your sigil to slip in and out of space. Take on the properties. I'm gonna stop futzing with this. Funny, there will definitely be a funny little guy somewhere, but basically the plan is to revamp Astromancer into a martial full caster. That is the plan, at least. And I think I have something. I feel like I'm onto something anyway. These are all my subclass ideas. Or as a bonus action on subsequent, so you can see your sigil, you can... to 30 feet in a straight line towards your sigil. And you fly in this way. You don't provoke opportunity attacks. Where's Ghost? You can move through other creatures. Right, Paraton. Okay. That's fun. It's also crazy strong. Like, wow, is that good? Oh, there's so many techs you can do with that. Followed by a trail. On a trail of darkness and stardust. Shadow and stardust, that's it. So you can... Oh, there's so many fucking techs you can do with that. The main thing is that no one can escape you. I think is the main thing. Once you have flown, once you've used this feature, you cannot do so again until you next manifest your sigil, unless you expand a spell slot first level or higher to do so again. That's a bit more balanced, I think. But yeah, that just seems so good. It seems so strong. I think my favorite thing that you can do with this is you can put your sigil on an arrow and then shoot the arrow over a gap. Or even just on any object, just throw it across, and you can just void rush across any gap by doing that. I mean, you don't even need to do that, I guess. You could literally just place a sigil on the other side of a gap, but, increases as you gain levels. I guess, hang on. Right, so this astrological sigil. Sigil feature. Maybe we go 1420? No, we'll go 18. Yeah, I think I'm onto something with the sigil. Like, yeah, I think this is looking to be pretty sweet. Also means that, like, the base class is, like, mostly just designed, which is weird to think about. It's very weird to think about, but I don't know. Deep Void, also at 6th level. I'm not sure if that's makes it to 60 feet. Okay, yeah. That's cool. That's pretty sweet. You're next. Your next weapon attack deals. The first weapon attack. Okay, right. I like this. This I'm happy with. I'm feeling it, gamers. This is it. I think we have. I think we're striking the gold. I still don't know what to do about the third level feature. I don't want to just give them nothing, because that's fucking boring. That's so boring. I need to actually look at like what else Bladesinger gets beyond Bladesong. So that's explicitly the only thing I know that they get. Yeah, you get extra move speed, you get acrobatics. Oh wow, okay, right. You get all kinds of ridiculous shit, sure. Yeah, your 10th and 14th level abilities are boring but pretty good. And then there's obviously like Bladesong itself, which is bananas. Yeah, you add your AC to your int mod. You get 10 feet of speed. You get advantage on acrobatics, and you add your int mod to concentration, which is insane. Like, int mod on concentration, it's like you're already going to pick up Warcaster at some point. Like, you don't even necessarily need it at this point, but like you're obviously going to pick it. Like, because, you know, once you get to a certain level, you just run out of, you just run out of feats to pick. Right, I think probably just to take a break from like crazy design stuff, just because I kind of want to. I'm gonna go look at the spell list, because why not? Right, we'll just look at base spells for now. I'll look at the archive in my own time, I think. Oh, both archives, should I say? Let's go through all of the spells from base. All the ones I'm allowed to put in, anyway. Literally all that does is takes out Arcane spells, and that's it. And Wild Mount spells. The Wild Mount spells are the only relevant ones, to be fair. Right. So we probably want like a fairly small spell list, but not like tiny. Cantrips. Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Dancing Lights, Frostbite, Green Flame Blade, Guidance, 100%. Mage Hand, Magic Stone, Mending, Message, Mind Sliver, why not? Actually, you know, we're gonna say no to non-blade damaging spells. Because why not? Oh god, do I want to give them Shillelagh? I feel that's a bad idea. I feel that's probably a bad idea. Fuck American spelling. I'm gonna spell it the proper British way. I don't know. I was trying to think of British jokes, but I couldn't think of any. I'm very funny, I promise. Presto. I'm not gonna give them Shillelagh. That's a bad idea. I will give them Sword Burst because it's a cool spell. It's just bad. Thaumaturgy? Nah. I'm gonna give them True Strike just for the meme. Because it also does make sense. Yeah, that's the cantrip list. Fairly simple. First level. I mean, absorb elements. Yeah. You know what, actually, I'm going to go through. I am going to give them damaging cantrips. I will give them Chill Touch, because it is good. I won't give them Firebolt. Okay, no, I will. I will give them Firebolt, because it does make sense. Firebolt's 2 words, fuck. I will also give them Frostbite. What was the other one I always gave them? Oh, they already had Magic Stone, so I guess... I won't give them Mind Sliver. I will give them Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is actually pretty good. Like, I'm also just take off Frostbite because Frostbite is bad. You know what? I'm gonna give them Sacred Flame because that's cool. Tell the Dead. I'm not gonna give them Tell the Dead. Fuck that. To be fair, they've mostly got like all of the good cantrips. The only one they don't have is Toll the Dead. So they don't need any more. I'm gonna give them Absorb Elements because it's good. I'm not gonna give them Arbor of Agathis. That's not a good idea on a full caster because they'll just cast it at like 5th level before every fight and cause problems. We're gonna give them Bane and Bless because they're both cool spells. I'm gonna give them Burning Hands. I'm gonna give them Catapult, because Catapult's an awesome spell. There's so much cool shit you can do with Catapult, I love it. Cause Fear, nah. Charm Person, I'm gonna give them a Chromatic Orb. We're definitely gonna give them Colour Spray. It's a terrible spell, but I love it. We will give them Compelled Jewel, an equally terrible spell. I don't really have anything nice to say about it. It's a cool effect, but as with all of the taunt effects in 5e, there's a save, even though it's a resource. Like, in 4e, taunting an enemy was just like something you could just fucking do whenever you wanted. Like fighters and stuff, you could just get like a goading attack. I think was just like a fire, like a at will power in 4th edition for fighters, because it's just like it's a good ability. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that crazy. You're trading things for it. Comprehend languages. Obviously, like, these spell lists are looking like super homogenous at the moment. That's because Astromancer does not have any of its own unique spells yet. That's something we're going to do later on. It's like give them their own spells. Like, you know, give them their own shit that they can actually fucking do. I literally just need... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Which is very funny. Create to destroy water, kill wounds. Do we want to give them healing spells? I say we give them subpar healing spells, and then later on, one of the subclasses, I'll write that down, the Healy subclass, which gives good healing spells. The Healy Peely one. I'm funny. I know what jokes are. I make those. I mean, yeah, we'll give them Detect Magic because every fucking class gets it. We will also give them Dissonant Whispers because that's kind of cool. Who gets Dissonant Whispers? Oh, it's just Bard. Never mind, we're not going to take Bard's signature spell away from them. We're not going to do that. Because Dissonant Whispers is sick as fuck. It's such a cool spell. It'd be really good on this class as well, but I'm sure one of the subclasses could probably get it. Earth Tremor. We can give him Earth Tremor. Fairy Fire. Featherfall. Won't give them Find Familiar. Fog Cloud? Yeah, they can summon like a big nebula or something. Yeah, that's cool. Frost Fingers, Goodberry, Grease. Guiding. Oh, it's given Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt isn't necessarily a very good spell, but it is a fun spell. It's the kind of spell that like noobs pick and like hyper rely on and spam, which is not great. But it is a fun spell to use, and it is, you know, it is okay. It's not like a bad spell by any stretch. Ice. We'll give him Ice Knife reluctantly because Ice Knife is a fucking terrible spell. Ice Knife, I would say is, with the exception of like Jump. Speaking of, Ice Knife is, I would say, pretty objectively the worst spell, the worst first level spell. Unless I'm like missing one of like a really obvious one, I'm fairly certain Ice Knife is like objectively the worst first level spell. Certainly damaging spell. Undoubtedly it's the worst damaging spell. Just because you could miss and then like it's like the DPR of Ice Knife is just not worth fucking casting it. Like, it really just isn't. Oh yeah, we gotta give them. Should they get Identify or Illusory Script? Oh, they should definitely get Illusory Script. Because like, you know, like, oh, hold this map up to the moon, and it's like that's perfect. That's great. Inflict Wounds, no. Longstrider, 100%. Magic Missile, definitely. Protection from Evil and Good? Yes. Do wizards get that? They do. Okay. Sanctuary. Ooh, that's a fun one. Do we give them Sanctuary? I say probably not. Probably not, right? That's something the healing one can get. Shield, however, they're definitely having. It's a cool spell. It's also super busted. I'm not going to give them Silvery Barbs because fuck you. They can have Silent Image. That's a fun one. They can have Sleep. I like Sleep. Like there's like flavor wise here. Snare, Caustic Brew, Floating Disc. Ooh, they can have Tensor's Floating Disc. It's a bit shit, but I do kind of like it. They can have T-Wave. Do I give them the Smites? No, one won't. I will not give them the Smites. They'll get their own sort of Smite-esque spells, I feel is probably the way to go. Yeah, we'll give them T-Wave. Unseen Servant? Nah. Level 2. I won't give them Aid. Or Scorcher. Animal Messenger. They do get Cure Wounds. You know, fuck it, let's give them Aid. Aid's cool. What classes get Aid now? Oh, they gave it to Pardon Ranger recently. Well, no, fuck it. Wizards can't get Aid. Let's let Astromancers have Aid. That's cool. Animal Messenger. Is that info? I'm trying to think of like, ooh, the Moon Rabbit. Yeah, Animal Messenger was Chonga. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's my English white boy understanding of how to pronounce the Moon Lady's name. I'm not gonna say it again in case I fucked it up. Augury. Beast sense. Nah. Blindness. Deafness. It's good because it's deaf in space, and space is very dark. Blur. Yes, please. Borrowed knowledge. Yes, we're gonna get we're getting borrowed knowledge. That's a fun spell, and you know, it's like people like inspired by the celestial bodies and shit like that. It's kind of a thing. Calm emotions. That's also cool. Crown of Madness. Nah. Darkness and dark vision, 100%. Detect Thorn. Nah. Earthbind, definitely. Enhanceability, yes. Enhanceability. Enthrall, why not? It's a bad spell, but... Flame Blade... Flaming Sphere... You know, actually, no, Flame Blade kind of, like... Tell you what, they will fucking get, though. Shadow Blade. That's fucking spicy with this, with this class. That's good. Gentle Repose. Gust of Wind. Nah. Healing Spirit, definitely not. Heat Metal. Why not? Basically, the spell list is like a blend of druid spells and wizard spells, just kind of together, you know? That's kind of like the vibe. Hold Person. Sure, why not? Invisibility, definitely. I can't spell. I put way too many eyes in there. Kinetic Jaunt. My main problem with Kinetic Jaunt is it is just kind of slightly worse than a Chardalon Stride, but is a lower level. It really annoys me, but I will put it in here. I won't give them knock or lesser restoration. Actually, no, I will give them lesser restoration. Restoration. I mean, levitate, yeah. Locate. No, I won't give them that. I'm a big fan of Borrowed Knowledge, and I like Wither and Bloom a lot. What is the Quandrix one? God, what is the... Oh, the Quandrix one is the teleporty one. What the fuck is it called? What is it called? I don't remember. It has a name. Hang on. It's second level. I mean, let me go like clear my search history or my search like criteria. Strixhaven. Vortex Warp. That's it. I like Borrowed Knowledge, Vortex Warp, and Wither and Bloom, and that's 3 out of the 5. I think like Kinetic Jaunt is just boring and is like design space they literally just explored with a Chardalon Stride. A Chardalon Stride was like my favorite spell from Fizzbarns, and Kinetic Jaunt is my least favorite spell from Strixhaven, even more so than Silvery Barbs, because Silvery Barbs is just broken. Like, that's it. Like, Kinetic Jaunt is like actively just harping on a Chardalon Stride for no fucking reason. But like, I actually like really like a Chardalon Stride like a lot. Either way, up to L. Levitate, Magic Mouth, Magic, or give them Magic Weapon. That seems pretty straightforward. We will also give them Mind Spike. No, Mind Spike is terrible. We won't give them that. We'll give them Mirror Image. That's good. We'll give them Misty Step because hell yeah. We'll give them Moonbeam. Nether's Mischief. Who gets Nether's Mischief? Bard, Sorg, Wizard. You know what, fuck it, let's give them Nether's Mischief. That's fun. Nice Talks Magic Aura. Let's give them Pass Without Trace. I feel like some of these we may need to like take off and like put on the spell lists, but like for now, we'll leave it as is. Phantasmal Force. Nah. Pyrotechnics. Nah. I think all of them, like with the exception of Kinetic Drawn, all of them explore new design space, and thus I feel they all, again, except Kinetic Jaunt, have value, and I think they are worthy to exist, even Silvery Barbs. I just think it shouldn't be a first level spell, because it's insane. Like, if the Wizard 18th level feature didn't exist, Silvery Barbs would be completely fine as a second. I may actually change that in as well on my home game. I said that, let me actually check and like make sure I didn't like already put it as a... No, I did make it a third. Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to change to a second. Because I like Vortex Warp a lot. Borrowed Knowledge is a cool spell. Wither and Bloom is also cool. Like, I don't think Wither and Bloom is even very good, but it is cool. Like, Borrowed Knowledge is a great spell, and Vortex Warp is also like really good as well. Protection from poison, Raven Filament, Rhymes Binding Ice. Yeah, why not? Rhymes Binding Ice. Rope Trick? Nah. Scorching Ray, however, yes. See Invisibility. Shadow Blade. 100%. Shatter. Silence. Skywrite. Spider Climb. Yeah, that feels appropriate. Yeah. I think borrowed knowledge is incredibly good. I don't think it's OP. Warding Bond. Nah. Yeah, I think that's probably it for second. Third. Animate Dead. Nah. A Shardalon Stride, however, we will give them that. Aura of Vitality, no. Beacon of Hope, no. Bestow Curse, nah. Blink, yes. Catnap, Clairvoyance, Conjure Animal, Conjure Barrage, Counterspell, hell yeah, let's give me Counterspell, that's cool. What classes actually get to Counterspell? Saw War Wizard. Crusader's Mantle, Daylight. I mean, I'm gonna go Daylight. Dispel Magic, Elemental Weapon. Enemies of Nah. Oh, Erupting Earth. Hell yeah. Fireball. I mean, Fly, yeah. Gaseous Form. You know what? Yeah. Gaseous Form is appropriate. Glyph of what? Nah. Haste. Hypnotic Pattern. Demon's Tiny Heart, why not? Yeah, Magic Circle. Oh, I skipped over Clairvoyance. They should get some divination-y stuff. I've been skipping over those. Major Image. I mean, melts minute meteors, like, yes. Non-detection. Phantom Steed, that's cool. Protect from energy, definitely. Remove Curse. Yeah, remove Curse. Do they get Revivify? That's the question. They get Cure Wounds and Aid. Yeah, why not? Sending? Yeah, why not? Sending. I mean, they get slow. Oh, they get haste. There's no point not giving them slow. I mean, there's probably an argument you make for it, but do we give them Spirit Shroud? Yeah, it is kind of just objectively the best thing to give them, huh? Yeah, we're going to give them Spirit Shroud. I guess that's what we're doing. Stinky Cloud. Summon Fae. Summon Shadow Spawn. Summon Shadow Spawn, maybe? Could just make our own summon spell, like specifically for them. That is also a distinct possibility, which I may do instead. Yeah, I think that might actually be all the thirds. Fourth level. Arcane Eye, why not? I mean, Banishment, yeah. Did they get Charm Person? No. Control Water, Death Ward. Dimension Door. Divination. What's Elemental Bane do again? I don't remember. Yeah, why not? That's cool. It's a cool spell. It's definitely not very good, but it is cool. Fire Shield, Freedom of Movement. God, fucking grasping fine. Greater Invisibility. Hallucinatory Terrain. Ice Storm. Otoloop's Resilient Sphere. Shadow of Moil. That's a cool one. Is that Warlock exclusive? It is. Okay, I'm gonna red text that one. I want to steal Warlock's cool exclusive spell, but it is also very appropriate. So I'm gonna keep it as. I'm gonna keep it as a maybe not for now. Sickening Radiance. I guess I'm just sort of stumbling into like giving them exclusively really good spells, but it just so happens that like all of the spells I'm picking that are appropriate just so happen to also be very good. They've got a handful of like, you know, mediocre to borderline unusable spells, but like that's kind of it. Like almost all of their spell list is just good, like really good. I feel kind of bad, but also I don't, like, even slightly. Because, you know, letting your class have access to spells that are actually good is good. So, not like poor Warlock having to wait until 5th level to get any usable spells. I say that. Well, what the first Warlock does get, like, a couple of good spells, but it's like, that's it. 5th level, Anti-Celestial, Banishing Smite, Cloudkill, Commune, Cone of Cone. That's good, Cone of Coal. Oh, Contact Other Plane, 100%. It's a fun one. Creation, Dance Become Dawn, sure. Who else? Who gets Dawn? Is it just Cleric? Oh, Cleric and Wizard. Why does Wizard get it? What? Yeah, we can give Fast Step. Not gonna give them Flame Strikes. I don't hate them. Yes, Hallow, Hold Monster. I mean, they get Hold. Well, the whole person might get Hold Monster, right? Holy Weapon. Nah. Immolation. Sure. Legend Orm, Maelstrom, Mass Cure Wounds, Mislead. Who gets Mass Cure Wounds? Nah. Mislead. Pass Wall. Give him Negative Energy Flood. It is bad, but we'll give it to him. Planar Binding. They don't get any of the summon spells, but like planar binding is like appropriate in and of itself. Planar binding, raise dead, rarest telepathic bond, reincarnate, scrying. Oh, we give him Revivify, maybe we'll give him raise dead, right? I'm actually gonna red text raise dead and Revivify. Scrying, seeming, skill, empowerment, steel wind strike. We're giving him that. That's a good one. Summon celestial, swift quiver, synaptic. Oh, synaptic static. That's a fun one. Now, do they get like any? No, they don't get any like enchantment spells. So no, I won't do that. Telekinesis, 100%. I won't give them teleportation circle, actually. I'm not gonna. Or do I? Nah, fuck it. Who else gets tele circle? Bard, sorcerer. Okay, yeah. Not like harping on wizard or anything. Oh god, I don't want to give them Wall of Force. Fuck Wall of Force. I hate Wall of Force, but also, fine. Wall of Force is cringe. 6th level, Arcane Gate. Blade Barrier. Sure. Because Blade Barrier is like a cleric exclusive spell for no fucking reason. Like, why is it even a cleric spell, let alone cleric exclusive? Like, why? Contingency. Nah, that's Wizard's thing. I'm not gonna take that. Disintegrate, draw which is instant summons. Now I'll give them Gods and Wars. Harm, heal, Hero's Feast, Investiture and Flame. Blah, 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 blah. Move Earth, that's cool. Fuck. Now I give them Flame Ally. Primordial Award. Program Delusion, Scatter, I mean, Sunbeam, Tasha's Otherworldly Guys, yeah, True Seeing, Windwalk, that's actually a cool one. Crown of Stars, 100%. Delayed Blast Fireball, yes please. Dream of the Blue Veil, Etherealness, Firestorm, Force Cage, Mirage Arcane, I fucking love that spell. Plane Shift, Prismatic Spray, totally. Project Image, Reverse Gravity, yes please. No, I'm not gonna give him Simulacrum, that's silly. Teleport. 8th level. Anti-magic field. Antipathy. Sympathy. Demiplane. Nah. Earthquake. Incendiary cloud. Maddening darkness. Maze. Sunburst. Tsunami? Yeah, why not? Let's go back and give him like Maelstrom and Tidal Wave. Ninth level. Oh, wrong header size. Nah, fuck Astral Projection. I mean, Blade of Disaster is cool. Foresight, Gate. Imprisonment. Invulnerability. Prismatic Wall. Meteor Swarm. Missing anything? No. I think it's a pretty good spell list. There's like good to very good spells at every level, basically. And then I can go through and add spells from like both of the archives, for instance. I'm very happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. Oh god, oh. I think as a starting point, this is huge. This is a huge springboard. I came into this with like, I didn't even know the sigils were going to be a thing, and I'm in here and I've got a design like concept for these sigils and like what all of them might feasibly be able to do. Yeah, I think like all of these should be really interesting. I'm very intrigued to see how they sort of turn out. I'm looking forward to carrying on with this project. I still don't know what I'm going to do for third level features. I'll work it out. But I'm probably going to stop there because it is like gone 7 o'clock and I would normally finish in sort of like 15-20 minutes, and I'm like, I don't want to stop now. If folks enjoy themselves, you can press buttons if you want, do whatever. The Kickstarter I'm on, Professor Gilroy's Heavenly Handbook, does end in like 18 hours. We've raised like a whole bunch of money, and like I'm really looking forward to sort of getting cracking on with editing. We've just passed the $25,000 mark, and I think that there are plans for a $30,000 stretch goal, though in 18 hours, like, that's a fucking miracle to make that happen. But even so, it's a great book, and you'll probably get it for less. Like, citation needed, not 100% if that's the case, but I'm pretty sure you get it for less than they sell it for. And even if you don't, they're like, the creator, Never Not TM, he has an older book that you can also like buy a bundle of, and you can get them both together, which is actually, I know for a fact, is like very cheap. It's very good value. I would strongly recommend it. As the editor of the book, I don't necessarily get more for advertising it. Like, and like, you know, I'm saying it's a good book. Like I've edited like bits of it already, and a lot of like the preview content and stuff. And it's really well put together. I see a lot of like amateur hour bullshit when I'm editing, and this ain't that. It's good shit. It's good shit. Either way, I'm gonna head off here. Hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I'll be back on Wednesday. I want to play more Uranium because it looks fun, and on Friday I'm gonna probably finish Kirby 64 because that game was really short. It was a Kirby game. I didn't realize just how short it was, but it's very short. But yeah, I'm gonna head off here. Hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I'm gonna play the ad for Professor Gilroy's. So yeah, it'll be good to see it. See ya.
My name is Professor Gilligan G. Gilroy, and I've spent my life travelling far beyond our world. I've explored the verdant wilds of the Phalans and the distant deeps of the Underdark, but I've yet to find a place as beautiful as the heavens. Here, I have ridden alongside Valkyries, stood before a seraph and chased cherubs through the clouds, but there is still so much to explore. It is my hope, dear reader, that when you pick up this book, you will be inspired to join me in the Celestial Realm, and that together we can unlock the heavens.